It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning.
Kevin is the host.
And his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Bee. So don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz. And they love to talk about Bigfoot and stacks. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Alrighty, good morning and happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Friday. What up, Bird?
What up?
How you doing, Virginia?
What up? Doing good.
Good. Y'all ready for the weekend?
Yes, I am so ready.
Yeah, I know it's a big weekend. Your son Rocco is going through his first communion this weekend.
Big doings for a young Catholic boy.
Yes, it is.
This will be his first taste of the communion. They actually gave it to them ahead of time, unblessed and not ceremoniously.
Okay.
'Cause until it's the body of Christ, it's just a wafer. And even back growing up behind the scenes in the Catholic Church, the priest would give me and my sister unblessed wafers, and you could eat them like crackers.
Oh, sounds delicious.
But I was like VIP behind the scenes.
Oh, you knew people in high places?
My mom was the choir director. I don't want to brag.
Of course she was.
I was pretty bummed out because my mom was Catholic, my dad was Baptist, and he took me to the church. And I'm thinking we're going to have some crackers and cookies or something because I saw it on TV. And when the ceremony was over, I go, "Where's the food at?" He's like, "No, it's wrong church, buddy."
Where's the food?
They give it to them ahead of time, though, because they don't want them to be surprised by the taste in case they don't like it. They don't want them spitting it out.
Disrespectful.
Very disrespectful.
Yeah, you cannot spit out the body of Christ.
No, Kevin.
You get down the body of Christ whether you like it or not.
That's why it's so plain and benign. It has no flavor. It's just like air.
Right. Okay.
Is he nervous?
He's not. He is ready. He is he's excited because he's going to also have like a party, a little dinner party to celebrate him. And so he's all excited about that.
Yeah, this is some big stuff. Really big stuff. Yeah, I'm excited. I don't think I have ever been to a first communion for a Catholic. I'm doing a lot of Catholic things this year.
Look at you.
I went to an Irish Catholic funeral, and now I got a first communion. So, yeah, this is the most I've been in a Catholic church, I think, in my life.
Fancy.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if we're going to be able to win you over. That Pastor Sean, he sure is charismatic.
He is a charismatic dude, yeah.
We don't got that. The Catholic Church does not have a Pastor Sean.
Yeah, that's just different styles, Virginia.
Yeah, his profile came up on my Instagram. Like, dang, he's good looking. He's a good looking pastor.
Man.
He could bring women to Jesus with that face.
Yeah, I believe former model. So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now it's all making sense.
Yeah, it's not a coincidence. And, of course, hair club member, so.
Yeah, I mean, he just looks on point.
Yeah, it just helps out. Yeah. But it'll be fun. It's all right. We don't have to be handsome to be in church.
No, Jesus loves even the uglies.
That's right. Thank God, right? Can you imagine if you only love the beautiful people?
Jesus loves you whether you're ugly or pretty.
Are you pumped if you're at church hearing that? You're kind of like, oh man, why's the pastor calling me ugly?
God loves all you ugly people out there.
I think you're kind of pumped because you're like, all right, I'm not going to be excluded like I am at work.
In fact, I think he kind of favors you, actually.
I think you're right.
The first shall be last, the last shall be first. That's in the Bible. And, typically the hot people go first. So, hey, ugly people, you could actually, for once, get to go to the front of the line. Like, that's not going to happen to you at a nightclub in Miami.
Yo. Check in with St. Peter. You're first in the line.
That's right.
I don't think I was going to be getting such an awesome sermon this morning.
Yeah. I just break it down just like that. Boom. Just right off the top of the dome. We're ready to go, baby. Yeah, we got a lot of fun stuff. There's going to be some good stuff going on in South Florida here this weekend. We will give you a breakdown of all of that that's going to be going on, not just first communions, so you'll know what is happening. And also, we'll give you a first little taste as well of the NFL draft that happened last night.
Oh, I wonder how the Dolphins did.
I know how the Dolphins did. I know how Dolphins fans feel. I will let you know. Are they pumped today at the two picks that they made last night, or are they ready to burn the place down?
Are they angry?
Yeah, that's what happens with the NFL draft. So it can go either way on that. So We will get you caught up with that. And also last night you had the Weird and Whatever back on the KVJ Show YouTube channel at 6 o'clock with the usual crew.
Hopefully they don't off anybody from your show for revealing secrets. You know, a lot of UFO people are getting killed these days.
Oh, I know. I had Vicky do a walk through my house because that's what she does before the podcast. She had some information that I don't even want to share.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
We didn't even go live with it.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't talk about it on the Weird and Whatever?
We didn't talk about it because it was kind of.
You're still processing.
Still processing it, yeah.
Well, you're in a safe space.
Yeah.
Until you walk outside and get shot.
I know.
Well, you just recently had to throw out a ghost fan, and you'd said that she was talking about some other entities that might be in there, a little bit scary in your house.
Haunted furniture.
It's very, very active right now.
It is. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And there's one real mean one in there.
Okay. That sounds fun.
It's not. It's actually not.
I don't think I'd enjoy that at all.
With the first pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Fernando Mendoza, quarterback, Indiana.
Oh, there you go. Just as expected, the Columbus High grad goes number 1 overall in the NFL Draft. First time that you got a Cuban quarterback.
And he
Number
wasn't
1
even
pick.
there because he wanted to watch it at home with his mama because his mama's sick.
It's the sweetest thing. He is a guy that honestly you can't even draw up just how sweet this dude is.
Not since Tim Tebow.
He's got this unbridled innocence about him, and he's got this exuberance and excitement and enthusiasm, how he attacks everything. He is one of the most likable guys, and a Catholic, Virginia.
I love it.
Yeah.
We'll take him.
Yeah, he is just a really solid dude. So it was kind of cool. They had some watch parties going on. The Columbus High grads, they were getting at the Sandbar Grill last night in Coconut Grove. Great place to kind of hang out. They were all watching that, getting all excited about seeing him get drafted.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it really is. Very cool. He's going to the Las Vegas Raiders, so he's got his work cut out for him, but it'd be fun to drop the Catholic boy into Sin City.
Something tells me he'll be fine.
Let's test him.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be the one guy that I feel like is probably going to be safe away from the temptations. I mean, he did grow up in Miami, so.
Yeah, he knows what's out there.
Yeah, he's good with it. Yeah, boy, I tell you, the crowd that they had, though, the NFL is doing a really smart thing with these drafts. Ever since they started taking them from city to city, they bring crowds, and they set a record last night, 350,000 people estimated to be in Pittsburgh watching the NFL draft last night.
Wow. What venue was it at?
They have it outdoors, so it kind of spills out. It's not in, I mean, there's nothing that holds
There's nothing that could hold that.
Yeah, so you just have to have it where it spills out onto the streets. They usually put it like in a park or something like that where there's an open field and then streets and whatnot. So it just depends upon what the city has to offer.
Gotcha.
That they do that.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's how that CMA or CMT Fest was in Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
It spills out into the streets. And yeah, there's like stuff in the venue, but there's also just like a street party in the whole town around it.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. So pretty nice.
I like a street party when I've had a few in me. Street party sober, you're kind of like, oh man, get off me. Stop farting on me.
Why would I go to a street party sober?
I've been to one before.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
That sounds rough. Now, the big question is, how is the new Miami Dolphins general manager going to be doing? They've got all new people running things, and they had said that they were going to build in the trenches, meaning that they want the offensive, defensive line and whatnot. So you kind of knew they were going to have a commitment to that. And so with the overall first pick that they had, even though you had a Miami Hurricane edge rusher, Reuben Bain, on the board, and arguably the best guy in the draft, Ohio State defender Caleb Downs, they decided to go with Caden Proctor. Now, let me just tell you, just as I was looking at the chat boards for the Dolphins fans, they are ready to burn down the offices. They are not very happy with the choice. First of all, skipping on Reuben Bain, who would have been the hometown choice pick. But if there was one guy that probably was a surefire, this guy's not going to be an NFL bust, it was Caleb Downs. He started Alabama. He finished at Ohio State, arguably the best defender. Guy's rock solid. He's just a dude. His brother's in the NFL. His dad was in the NFL.
Oh, my gosh. He's legacy.
Yeah. You're just like, this guy's not, you're not going to waste a draft pick on this guy. So they went with Caden Proctor, a guy that is known to take a lot of plays off and a guy that's known to be lazy, and you can't leave him alone or he puts on a lot of weight. So here they are.
Oh, wait, what?
Dude,
yeah.
What does he do? Does he do anything good?
Yeah, they say he has about 10 good plays a game in him. So he's elite for about 10 plays, but then he gets tired. So then he's not so elite.
No.
That was the overall first pick of the new regime of the Miami Dolphins. Here's Nick Saban, who actually coached Caden Proctor for a little bit, and that's the reason why he went to Alabama. That's where he came from, talking about Caden Proctor.
But I think the thing is, this guy is so talented, big, physical, can move, and has power. He's got range. He's got good feet. Now, the issue with him is he's not a bad person. He'll do whatever you ask him to do once you get him in the building. But when he's not in the building, he might get a little overweight. He might not come in the best shape. And those are the kind of things you got to manage with him. But I think they're manageable.
Okay, the good news is, luckily, there's not a lot of distraction in Miami. He should be doing fine.
I always love him too. Until he's not a bad person.
Yeah,
they're very good.
Yeah, I mean, on paper, yeah, he's everything you would want. But to me, I think what is so important, especially when you get the NFL, it's what is your grind mentality? How much can you discipline yourself? How much can you work on your own? Because that's it. In college, they're all over you. They've got you day and night. When you get to the NFL, you're on your own. It's up to you to do your own conditioning. And this is a guy that does not condition himself very well when he's left to his own devices. Probably going to be a great college player, likely going to be an NFL bust, if I had to say. Now, here they are kind of breaking it down on ESPN.
So we always talk about a potential get you fired. So hopefully this isn't a move where you take a guy who has massive potential. I talked to plenty of people that said the good on this guy. When you watch the 10 plays a game that he is good, it is elite. It is Tristan Wirfs. But there is some laziness. There is some get beat inside. There's some get beat around the edge. There's a little bit of that. So you're taking the 10 plays where you see elite, and you are betting that this is going to be your franchise tackle. This is a guy that struggles with weight. Plenty of character concerns. You heard Nick Saban say that.
Plenty of character concerns. Let's bring him to Miami.
Land of temptation.
Yes.
Let's test this kid.
The only place better would be Vegas.
Yeah. There you go. So we'll see. There's definitely a lot of question marks. Not where I would have gone with the first pick, but hey, what do I know? I do radio, so we'll see. So
You used to have a sports show.
I did.
Don't sell yourself short.
Yes.
I did. Yeah. So we'll see. I think maybe their second pick, they went with a guy from San Diego State, Chris Johnson Jr., 27th pick in the first round. Decent player. And so we'll see. Hopefully a little bit better. But you hope you get the best out of Caden Proctor. But those 10 plays a game, he's going to be amazing. Unfortunately, there's a lot more than 10 plays in a football
Yeah, aren't
game.
there like hundreds?
He's a good human. He's a good person.
Good bit. Actually, no, they said there's some character issues.
I know. I heard that at the end.
I don't think they said he was a good human.
I don't even know if we got that, honestly, to bank on. So we'll see. I hope that the people that were all upset in the Dolphins chat boards are proved wrong by that choice. But we'll see. Hopefully the Dolphins kind of make up for it in the next rounds. It's going to be going on all weekend long, Virginia. So if you were bored last night, you're going to hate the rest of the weekend.
I didn't watch a minute of it.
What would you say is the average age of your underwear, Virginia?
Oh my gosh. You know, I was just taking inventory. Probably the average age of a pair of drawers in my drawer, I would say, is like 7 or 8 years. And I have some underwear that I know for a fact that I had these special panties before Magnolia was born. She's about to turn 21.
Okay, wow. All right, so you got some old granny panties in there.
But they're special undies. So some undies don't get out a lot. Some undies are tucked away for a special night when you're trying to look sexy. They're not day-to-day panties. They're a special occasion undergarment.
They're expensive. They look good.
Yes, girl, you know.
Now, what exactly is expensive when it comes to women's underwear?
I would say anything more than like $8 for one pair is expensive.
Okay.
And you can spend way more than that. You can get like fancy panties.
I remember with somebody I was with a long time ago, we had broken up and she had left, I guess, her expensive underwear at the house. Or at the apartment. She was adamant about getting those things back because I guess it's so expensive.
And let's be honest, she did want to see you again.
That's what it was?
Yeah. Girls leave stuff behind on purpose. Duh, that's girl 101.
I knew that. I was scared.
Oh my gosh, I left my stuff there. I have to come see you again.
Whoops.
The whole time I'm thinking, how expensive are these underwear?
So today you're rocking a brand new pair.
Yes. So I brought in some to show you because I was like, I can't show them the ones I'm wearing. But
Yeah.
I've been struggling with wedgies recently.
Oh, okay. That's awful.
Is that a new problem?
I don't know if my butt's getting bigger or if the panties are getting smaller, but my butt seems to like to eat the panties. I don't know if it's a look like.
So either your behind is overeating. Can you put that on Wegovy?
So when your butt like eats your panties and then they get like stuck in your like backside crackage area.
I didn't think it was going to be a very hot conversation. I didn't know it was going to be this gross though. Going into it, it's really taking a left turn for me, honestly.
I'm just taking it all in. I'm not sure where this is going. I never know what she's going to say. And
I
if you
feel
say
for
that-
everybody eating breakfast right now. This is just terrible. I did not think it was going this direction.
And you got to stop saying panties.
I just, man.
I don't know. Typically, I like
Gosh,
that.
I'm really not enjoying this.
But these new undies, so the thing about them was like they said wedgie proof. And it got
Wedgie proof? Come on. How do you
Wedgie-
make underwear wedgie proof?
wedgie proof. And I was like, that speaks to me. I've been getting a lot of wedgies. Let's buy the wedgie proof ones. And so I did. And they're so big.
Well, no, there's so much fabric on the back end.
Dude, these are a medium.
Guess where those are going to?
Oh, my
This
God.
guy.
Those are so unflattering.
These are Jbird size.
I'm definitely going to take those.
Those are man pants.
These are man panties.
I'm taking
Wow.
those. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, yeah, you won't get a wedgie in them, but they're like the size of a tent.
They even might be too big for me.
I know.
Because me, you, and Denny's, we've all admitted it. We have pancake booty, very flat. These are going to fall right off my butt.
Yeah, I wonder how Burb would look in those.
Oh,
Yeah.
done.
Dude,
Okay.
yours.
Now?
Yeah. Consider them a gift.
You want me to put them on now?
I'm dying to see how you would look in these panties.
And the other thing about them, too, they're a terrible color.
They are.
Like, what is that color? It's like flesh colored. So if you're wearing them, I mean, the only plus is it might blend in with your skin, but I don't know if that's a plus.
Well, this is how the wedgie proof panties got me. They were like, buy a bundle. It's cheaper per panty. Like if you
those
bought,
are hideous.
If you bought one pair, it was like a high price. But if you bought the bundle, it brought the price down. So I bought the bundle with all different colors. But I don't know, light colored panties. I need black panties. These are too, I don't know, granny.
I'll
and-
put them on. Do you want me to wait? I mean, do you guys just direct me
Yeah,
on
we
this
can.
one?
We'll let you take a. We'll take a little break, and
Okay.
then we'll see how you look. Just get a nice little shot.
but we do need you to shake that thing.
I will shake it as much as I can.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, those are rough. Well, just a minute ago, Virginia was showing off her granny panties, and I'm very excited because I think here in a minute we're going to get them modeled by Jbird.
Uh-oh. Our supermodel has entered the room.
Okay. Oh, well, he did it all. He did it all. I thought he'd have a shirt on. No, he's doing it all. Wow.
Wow.
Yes.
Those are...
You know what? They're more flattering than I thought. Whoa, oh, no, wait a second.
Wait.
They call them wedgie proof. We got to turn that thing around real quick
I
because
think you have them on backwards.
I was going to say.
Those are extra wedgie.
These really keep everything together.
Girl, you have them backwards.
Oh, my goodness. Wow, that is something. That is something. Look at that. Yeah, I think they are.
She is working it.
Oh, she is.
My eyes aren't where they used to be. It felt right to put this up front.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
I guess, in your circumstance, maybe it is better to put that up front.
Wow.
If we can
Okay.
turn these around. All right, I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, like I said, you definitely need to check that out. We'll try to get a photo of that as well if you want to check it out and see what Virginia's. They're supposed to be wedgie-proof undies.
But you have to wear them
You have to put them on
Right way.
on the right direction.
All right, I'll turn them around during commercial break because they're quite comfortable.
Yeah, how do they feel?
They feel really good because they do tuck everything kind of in.
Okay.
And here in South Florida, girl, you got to have it tucked.
Gotcha. No loose giblets.
Now, tell me if you agree with this list of old lady names, and it's coming from a TikTok creator, Kelly Cole. She said that Gen Z teens consider many common millennial names to be old lady names. According to what she says, now this is only coming from the very reputable TikTok, but she said the old lady name list for Gen Z includes names like Ashley, Amanda, Jessica, Stephanie, Jennifer, Christy, Tracy, Stacy, Amy, Kelly, Lisa. I mean, these are very popular names, I thought still, but is this what is now considered old lady category? Michelle, Shelly, Laura, Lori, Kathy, Tammy, Heather, and Angela or Angie.
You want an old lady name? I mean, like, old lady names are like Mildred.
But to
Gertrude,
you, keep in mind, to you.
Virginia.
Yes. Keep in mind, I mean, that's what you consider to be old lady names. And that's where they're saying that this is what the younger generation now considers to be old lady names. In fact, Virginia might even be like, well, that sounds young. That for them might actually be, because here are some of the younger trendy names they have. Names like Eden, Abigail. Like, I'd be like, I think Gracie, to me, Rose, those sound older to me. And in my perspective, I'd be like, wait a minute, those sound like Olivia, Olive. I'm like, okay, those sound a little bit older.
Olive oil, old. Rose from Golden Girls, old.
Yeah. And they say what it is a name is old when it belongs to their mom or their grandmother.
Oh.
And so, you know, all those names that I did rattle off, they're very common names to us and people that we would know and be like going, well, you can't have an old lady name because you're oh, wait a minute, I'm old.
I know so many Ashleys and Jennifers and Jessicas.
Well, that's all I went to school with. I think this is a little off. There's no way those are old people names or old lady names.
It's all about your perspective.
Are you saying a TikTok influencer is incorrect?
Gosh, man, they are all over the place, and they speak with such confidence.
Now, I don't know. Hey, look, I mean, I am not really having this conversation with people that age. Part of that does make a little bit of sense that when I think of the old lady names, I think of everyone from my grandmother's generation that had names.
Beulah.
Right, exactly. There's not a more old sounding name than that. But keep in mind, the kids who are now young, really didn't know them. In fact, my youngest son, Cannon, he really didn't know Beulah. So, and he's probably not hanging around with a lot of Beulahs or seeing that. So for him, that's a new, fresh name. So he's not going to have that same perspective to him. He's going to know what the other grandma names are. And a lot of them I did probably name off because I hate to say it, Tracy, you're at grandma age.
Wow. That's hard to hear.
Yeah. And so that's what they deem then to be the old person names.
You might have kind of beat this whole thing because you were born with an old lady name, but now it might become new again.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm fighting the system.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know where the validity is in that, but if you had any of those names, apparently the young kids think you are old. They say the trend reflects a broader naming cycle, often called the 100-year rule, where names fall out of favor and then later return. So what might be odd is we're about ready to check out. All the young kids might be the Beulahs and all those and be like,
Gertrude.
Right. And you're like, wait, what happened? They're now recycling back in.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a wild concept, huh? Man, it feels like my childhood again. They're going to be bringing something back after about a decade that used to be prominent when I was a kid. And I remember how exciting it was. Did you ever dig through toys in your cereal boxes, Virginia?
Oh, my gosh, yes.
And the question is, when you got it, did you go first for the prize or did you wait for the anticipation to eat all the cereal and then get the prize as a reward for getting to the bottom of the box?
We were diggers, me and my sister, but we kind of had to do it on the DL because parents don't like a digger going in there and putting their little grubby kid hand all over everything.
Oh, what do you mean? You think that's gross? Yeah, if I saw that, I'd be going, yeah, that whole box is yours.
I'm done.
Enjoy, yeah.
Sometimes be glad you're an only child, Kevin.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
My brother used to take Oreo cookies and just eat the cream and put the cookies back.
Oh, my
He's
gosh.
a terrorist.
But I do it too, so I can't blame anybody.
That's rough. When we started to get soft there for a while, I kind of like that we're turning things around because they said, oh, we got to get rid of the toys and cereal because they're choking hazards. It's plastic. I mean, everything about it is just bad. So they took that away. But it's been about a decade now, and I think things are swinging back to a level of normalcy. And now Kellogg is going to be putting toys back in some of the breakfast cereals. If you get all these kind of great cavity-inducing cereals like Frosted Flakes, Fruit Loops, Apple Jacks, Corn Pops, all going to be getting some of these Disney and Pixar toys for Toy Story 5. It's going to be coming out.
I just had a cereal party about 3 weeks ago.
We know you did.
It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of those cereals right there. Some of them still hold up. Some of them do not.
What is the good? What is the bad?
Fruity Pebbles has lost its step, y'all.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I think they've gone more with the natural colors and all that. Is that one? I don't know if they've made the changes because I'll dig into that. But I've seen what it used to be before when it had all the chemically colors, which is bright. And then the other ones, it looks dull, and maybe the flavor doesn't pop.
Either I've changed or you've changed, Fruity Pebbles, and I've kind of stayed the same since I was 3.
I think they've changed.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. So maybe that's the give and take. They've weakened these cereals, at least from what we were used to, and to distract from that, they put a toy in it.
I think they've changed twice. Because I think back in the day, they didn't have all the additives, preservatives, fake stuff. And then they added all the fake stuff, and it was still bright and beautiful. And now they're having to go to the natural flavors, but it just doesn't taste like it did back in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Because it still has some crap in there.
And the toy thing was a big deal at our house. I mean, some of those toys are worth money today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The ones from when we were growing up, from cereal boxes.
I've seen that. Yeah, I remember we had talked about a few of those that stood out. Is there a cereal toy that you remember from your youth that stands out more than anything?
Oh, yeah. There was some kind of parachute man, and I wanted it so bad because on the commercial, I forget what cereal it was for, but you'd throw up the parachute guy, and he would stay in the sky and fly right down to the ground.
Yes, I think I remember that too. Was that Honeycomb by any chance?
It might have been. We were big honeycomb people.
Yeah, that might have been Honeycomb. That'd be a fun challenge. Could you name the toy with the cereal?
There was one with like a secret decoder message.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yes.
And you had to like decode the secret message. And then the secret message was just like, buy more cereal.
It was,
like, that's lame.
That's like what they have in Christmas Story.
Yes.
The movie.
It was like that in real life.
Yeah. They would really do that. Yeah, so if you want some of the Toy Story 5 toys and these cereals, the movie is scheduled to hit theaters in June, so they're going to be coming up here pretty quick. And Jbird has finally jumped into the Toy Story franchise, where he has now started to watch them. And I said, I couldn't believe it for a guy that loves toys and all that kind of stuff, that he'd never seen any Toy Story movie.
It's crazy.
So you watched it. What do you think?
Which one did you watch?
I started off with number 1, and I watched pretty much the whole thing, and I really enjoyed it. I think when it comes to those kind of movies, I never go to them, but once I'm there, forced to watch it, I go, this is really good. That's what happens to me with cartoons or kid stuff all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Kid stuff. Like, I'm not into kid stuff.
Your whole house is kid stuff.
Yeah, but I did like it. It was a cozy movie.
And it seems like they've all held up. I don't know that there's a Toy Story that people are like, skip that one. I didn't really love that one. I think, for the most part, every single one has been very solid.
If you did a live action one with actors, that would be horrifying. Because you know how they do live action with everything?
I think that would.
That would be scary.
Yeah, I agree with you. So that's just one of the many movies that you got coming out here this summertime.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. Well, your Dirt of the Day hinted that this could be a possibility earlier in the week, and now I guess everybody's saying it is real. Harry Styles and Zoe Kravitz are reportedly engaged after dating for about 8 months. They first went public in August of 2025, but she recently has been spotted wearing a large diamond ring on that finger, and behind the scenes they say the two are completely smitten with each other. and he is off the market. This is terrible news for all of the Harry Styles fans that were trying to win our prize package and get away and go to New York City and possibly catch Harry's attention. Ugh.
I know.
Another one bites the dust, Kevin.
Crushing blow.
Crushing blow. In other news, Jelly Roll is facing some accusations from comedian Nicole Arbor, who claims he threatened to kill her during a confrontation tied to a long-running feud between the two.
This is the one girl, you had her in the news a few weeks ago. She was feuding with somebody else, calling them out. And she was the one that did that video, Dear Fat People. And she got all this backlash from that. And she was on an interview with some guys, and they said, so you're basically like a YouTuber. She's like, I'm not a YouTuber. I'm a stand-up comedian. What are you talking about? She's very controversial.
So I guess she claims that they, not just Jelly Roll, but also his wife, Bunny XO, were pressuring her and wanted her to take hush money to not tell a story. She's got some story.
The Nicole Arbor has a lot of stories.
She says police are covering for Jelly Roll over what he did to her in Nashville.
The police are covering it up?
The police are covering it up.
The Nicole Arbor girl is super, super annoying.
Really?
Yes, very
So are you
annoying.
team Jelly Roll officially?
No, I'm out of this one. I think that the whole situation's annoying. But yes, she's very annoying.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to see. Clark says Jelly Roll isn't as charming as everybody thinks he is.
I've been saying that since, how long have I been saying that, Virginia?
Yeah.
Well, he's so over the top charming.
What do you mean, brother?
Yeah.
Well, praise the Lord.
Both things can be true. Jelly Roll may not be everything that he puts out there right now, but she also could be completely making all this up. So
Totally.
We might have two truths.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin, when will we find out the real truth?
Never.
You also want to have two lies as well.
Yeah.
You're right. And finally here, your boy Mike Vrabel had to address all of the drama yesterday. Did you see the New England's Patriots coach?
Yes. He had to basically come forward and, he kind of fell on the sword before the girl he was with did, who kind of was on her way out of her job at the Athletic, saying, I'm just leaving. I'm standing by my reputation. I refute these allegations. And then Mike Vrabel basically says, yeah, I'm going to go away a little bit. I did some stuff I shouldn't have done. And now there's more proof. There are other photos of them being chummy together.
Because I guess her husband was suspicious back in the day.
He should have. I mean, he should have been. She has been on TV saying not very great things about her husband, like time and time again. It's pretty insane, actually.
He hired a private investigator back in 2020 and got pictures of her and Mike Vrabel in a bar kissing. Oh. That's his wife, y'all.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then she would just, now people are kind of digging up some stuff. Like, she just made all kinds of wild analogies that people were hearing. And, this is one of them. And the thing that's really crazy is she had a kid a couple of years ago. And oddly enough, the kid's name is, Michael, I believe. And she just had an affair with Mike Vrabel. Did she get knocked up by Mike Vrabel? Because it would have fit in the timeline of when they had been together, and named the kid after the guy she had the affair with.
You named your kid Michael and you were cheating on your husband with a guy named Michael?
That's messed up.
That is so messed up. DNA test, anybody?
Well, she was breadcrumbing the whole time. And, now everybody's going back through all of the interviews that she's done, because she's been on ESPN and a lot of different sports networks a lot. Here's just one of her giving an analogy of her being replaced. Listen to what she has to say in this clip.
I know why Mike believes that this could be a safe insurance policy, but it's essentially like my husband having his new wife coming into our house right now, introducing him to my little Mikey. He's the new mom. I leave, and then he's like, oh, Di, come back. You're cooking so good. We actually want to keep you here because, you're so great at that whole thing. You can't. I'd be like, no, it's over. It's over. We're done. You're invested in the new one.
So at the time she gives birth, she's having an affair with Mike Vrabel, and then she calls her kid Little Mikey.
Is Mike Vrabel the father of her child that she had when she was married to a different man?
I think somebody needs to be calling up Maury Povich.
Oh, yeah.
Telling you right now.
I mean, why would you name him Michael if Michael's not the dad?
And then here's the other little crazy clip, too. One time she was interviewing Mike Vrabel, and she was asking questions about his wife in the interview.
Oh, hell no.
Listen to this.
Your wife, Jen, is a superb athlete.
I would say used to be.
Maybe used to be, but she's still got it in her, I'm sure, the way you do. Which sport do you think Jen could beat you at now?
Ping pong.
Ping pong. Have you ever done it with her?
Hmm? I get too aggressive.
Yeah, I can see
can't.
that.
And after it's 2 volleys, I just try to.
Okay.
Why are you talking about his wife? What does his wife have anything to do with you?
It's kind of crazy.
Oh, wait, unless you're sleeping with the guy and you're just having fun and you're enjoying yourself because you're like, nobody knows.
They're kind of slighting her slightly, too, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally sliding her. Oh, she used to be an athlete.
Yeah, she used to be good.
She's not an athlete anymore.
I don't know how his wife's taking this because, I would feel totally just. How do you trust this guy?
His wife and her husband need to come on the KVJ show, and they have an open forum to talk about everything and anything. Wouldn't that be a get? Get those two on a podcast talking about what's going on in their lives the past 5 years.
Oh, I'm sure they would love to do that.
Sure, we're their first choice.
Yeah, I'd open the whole box.
Wreck it all.
Right here.
Well, Kevin used to have a sports podcast. We might be in the mix.
I played ball in college. We've got some sport credibility here.
Yeah. And Denny's has a shirt that says sports on it.
He does.
So, I mean, why wouldn't we be the show they'd go to?
And that's what's going on in your delusional dirt of the day.
It is time once again for the nerdy movie game. Can she be stopped? That is the question we've got about Virginia, who's on a 4-game win streak, according to Stat Girl Whitney. She's now got 8 wins on the year. I've got a measly 3. Bird has got 1. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. Gotta tell you, Bird, we gotta do something around here.
Didn't I start off the year kind of on fire with the 1, and then it just all went to...
I don't know if you can call 1 on fire.
For me, it was.
Flaming hot.
Flaming hot for 1 week.
Okay, well, let's see if Virginia continues her tear here. We got Harold, formerly of Miami, on to be your partner. What up, Harold?
Good morning, KVJ.
Yeah.
Okay, I think you know how this works, but Virginia is going to be giving you clues to movies. She cannot use any of the characters' names, any of the actors' names, or any of the words from the title of the movie in her clues. Okay, 60 seconds are on the clock, and your time begins now.
Truth or blank? It's a game.
Liar.
Pass.
Truth or dare?
Yes, you got it. It's the opposite of down, and this is what you say when you're catching the waves. You want the waves to be the opposite of down.
Up.
So what do you say? You're catching the waves. Pass. Okay, it's a thing that the bunny goes down. Bunnies go down this in the ground.
Rabbit hole.
Yes, pass. He presides over your case. He wears a black robe. Yes, pass on that one. It's strippers. They're dudes. They're in Vegas.
Magic Mike.
Yes. The opposite of mean is what? And the opposite of girls is what?
Good boys.
The opposite of mean? Nice guys.
Okay.
So close.
Got 4 on that one.
There is a little controversy.
We got this.
What is that?
Well, she said truth or dare, or Harold said truth or dare for the movie. It's actually the dare. So do you give her credit for truth or dare? Because
I said truth or blank, and he said dare.
Okay.
All right.
She didn't say dare. She's good.
As long as he said dare, it's good.
Okay. I'm fighting over here. I'm fighting for my life.
See it. I like that, Bird. Keep her confused.
That's the only shot we have.
All right, Shayna's on here from Hobe Sound. What up, Shayna?
Good morning, KVJ.
Okay, we got to do this, all right?
Yeah, we got this. Let's go.
Okay. 4 is what we've got to beat in 60 seconds in the No Name Movie Game, and our time begins now. Okay, when you get married, it's called this, and you do it with string. When you take string, you wrap it around each other, you make a what? When two people get married, they call it is pass.
Tying the knot.
Yes. Somebody that works on your car is called what?
A mechanic.
Yes. It's one more than 15, and you put it on a cake, and you light them.
16 candles.
Yes. It is opposite of woman, and it's somebody that does a 9 to 5 every day. They are a not a woman, opposite of
working
woman.
Men.
Yeah.
Working men.
There you go. Okay. This one is two things. It's a cartoon, 2 names in it. One of them's an alien. The other one's a Hawaiian girl. Little Hawaiian girl. It's a cartoon
Lilo
movie.
and Stitch.
Yes. Okay, you worms spin this soft fabric. It's called what? Worms spin it. Yes. Okay, you live in it, and it's...
Ladies and gentlemen, we might have a new champion.
Wow.
Oh, we do have a new champion.
We got a new champ. 6.
Dang.
Shayna. 6.
Hey.
Okay. All right. All right, let's see if that holds up. All right. Was it clean? I guess we'll wait here a second. If it's not, I know people let me know about it. Okay.
Well, she said working men, and it was working man, but that still puts you at 5. You're still winning.
You still have 5.
Yeah, I couldn't tell. I couldn't hear if she actually came back with man or whatever. Okay.
At this point, you're in it, Ralston. I'd have to, yeah.
You're still the champ.
Okay. All right, well, let's see here. Allison is on from Lake Worth. We are going to have a new champ, it looks like.
Good morning.
We're all very excited about this, Allison.
Oh, good morning, KVJ. I'm here with my son. We're excited too.
Okay, guys, all we need are 7. That's it.
7.
We got this.
Okay, here we go. 60 seconds on the clock in the No Name Movie Game. Your time begins now.
My name, Kukwa, and then add the opposite of woman on it. The opposite of woman.
Jason.
But my nickname.
Jason Man.
No, you're so close. But
Birdman,
yes,
Birdman.
you got it. Pass. Opposite of infant girl would be, my little, he's an infant. He is sweet. What's the another name for an infant? Rockabye. Okay. When you can't die, it's called what?
Invincible.
Another word for it. Think about combat. Pass.
Indestructible.
Oh, so close. Pass. The small bird. The opposite of a small bird would be okay.
Large.
Oh, so close. Think water. Think large. Large gills.
Okay, we.
Sorry, Jason.
No, that's so on me, and I'm so sorry to your kid.
Okay.
Oh,
So
it's
sorry
okay.
to your
He's so
kid.
with you.
All right, we got 1 on that, but it does appear like we have got a brand new champ. Yeah, baby. How
We
about
did
that,
it.
huh? How about that? It's looking pretty good here. All right, very nice. Shayna, you have finally dethroned Virginia.
Oh, wow. Look at
All
this.
right. And my
man, oh,
50th is next Saturday. So
Oh.
Wow.
win for us.
We got a new KVJ chain thing.
It's a necklace.
Yes. A necklace. There you go. All
You'll
right.
you'll wear that until we get the belt back. It's coming. It's coming.
Okay,
won't
that's
put it
just
on.
kind of a placeholder.
You're afraid to put that on because you're going to mess up that hair.
It is, and we got a video shoot today. So I'm like, that's the last thing I need. So, yeah, unfortunately, I can't put that on today, but maybe another day. All right, well, thank you, Shayna, and have a great weekend, okay?
Thank you. You too. Thank you guys. You guys rock.
Okay. Boy, I got to tell you, I am actually seeing really good things about the new biopic for Michael Jackson called Michael. In fact, the ratings on it are really huge. It is in the 90s on Rotten Tomatoes already. And people are saying that they absolutely love it. They thought it was great. Now, I think it's his nephew, Jafar Jackson, that is the one that's playing the role of Michael. And it's not going to touch on anything that is I guess, controversial. But it is apparently really good. That's what I'd seen. Now, this is what I find to be very interesting. If you look at Rotten Tomatoes, the fans are giving it a 96% on the popcorn meter. The critics on the tomato meter, 40%.
Really?
We don't listen to critics. We listen to the fans.
Now, I'm trying to think, are they trying to give a moral judgment on the life of Michael Jackson with that, or is the actual film itself not good? What are you commenting on with that 40%, I'm wondering?
Or are the fans just going to like anything you put out about Michael because they're Michael fans?
It could go the other way as well. You're right. I don't know. I guess we'll find out maybe early next week when people go see it, and you can let us know if you're kind of unbiased one way or the other. You just want to see what it looks like.
Well, I think the more the fans watch it, you'll see more of the score change or stay the same, correct?
Yeah, I think if the Michael fans come out and buy tickets, they will all like it. Because they want the Michael legacy to be good and prosperous, and they want the estate to have money and the kids and everything to get paid.
But for that fan score right there, is that a final score, or they still have to go watch some more? I think
it's just what they have right now.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah. So that's all it is. As far as like what you've got on the reviews, that is where it stands. Now, Anne Hathaway has got a couple busy weekends going on. She's got her Mother Mary movie that is going to be opening up this weekend. And then she's got on May 1st, The Devil Wears Prada 2. It's going to be coming out in theaters.
Busy.
Yeah, very busy. So she's going to be doing a lot of promo stuff. And then Desert Warrior with Anthony Mackie is also going to be in theaters this weekend as well. Yeah, I went on another little rant yesterday, but I feel like it was deserved because I feel like a lot of people do in South Florida that feel like we are kind of getting pushed out of our homes. Now, I think it's all great. I think that cities do need to attract good business, which West Palm Beach has been doing at an amazing clip. But the problem is everything's become so expensive that normal people just can't really find a place. And a lot of the things that are being built in West Palm Beach aren't for people that live here right now. And that's a big part of the problem that I have is all the focus is on how do we grab everybody from California and New York and Texas and all these other places and bring them here, and especially people that have a lot of money. And then let's do everything to make sure that it accommodates to people that have at least several $1 million already in the bank. And that's not your typical or average West Palm Beach resident.
You want to keep it real for the OGs.
I don't mind. Look, it's great to have a little mix of that, but
sure,
you need a little bit of both. And it just feels like the balance of power is tipping so aggressively in one direction that when you come in and you start taking everything over, that, you start feeling like, hey, wait a minute. Okay, we can give you a little bit, but you're gobbling up everything on the water. You're trying to take out everything that looks old Florida, and it's all just concrete and steel. And that just, to me, doesn't jive with what the vibe of South Florida should be.
We don't want all of our buildings to look like a Starbucks new construction.
Yeah.
That's not sexy to me. I think the charm of your old wooden structures, of your tiki villages built onto the side of a bar, looking out over the intercoastal, that is Florida charm. And we have to be really careful not to get rid of that and replace it with sanitized steel.
But I always feel like people always talk about charm, and then the people come in anyway, and charm loses it sometimes, it seems.
And that's why I think sometimes you have to draw a line in the sand and say, no, you know what, we're going to make this very ugly, and you're not going to take everything we have, at least without a fight.
I got a pitchfork, y'all, and I'll ride at dawn.
Yeah. Well, it looked
I'm
like
waiting.
We had one of those pitchfork type of moments because yesterday what we knew at the moment was that they were talking about this new West Palm Beach waterfront park plan that's being backed by developer Stephen Ross, who also owns the Miami Dolphins and F1 and the Miami Open and all that stuff that he does there in Miami Gardens. But he's big on really making West Palm Beach this futuristic city. And there's a lot of great things that are coming with that. But the downside is that everything is being gobbled up, and what is the access we're going to have? And when I found out that there was talk that maybe they were going to use eminent domain to take the land that is home to E.R. Bradley's to shift Flagler Drive and create a large public waterfront park, I'm like, the waterfront park's fine, but Let's not take E.R. Bradley's to do it.
Well, the waterfront park is already there. We have 2 very large public spaces. You have the amphitheater to the south, and then you have a large public park to the north of E.R. Bradley's. Like, what else do you want? You want to take our charming, fun little spot as well? Like, let's not be greedy, bruh.
Now, the owners of E.R. Bradley's, the Caniglios, they said they were offered money to relocate, but they didn't want to move. In fact, I know Ross was offering $30 million to help acquire the land for the project, so I don't know if all that was going to be for E.R. Bradley's or what, but they said, yeah, we like being here. We've been in this spot since 1999. We're not a fan of moving. And then other people like going, what about traffic, parking, the overall impact, that kind of stuff. So it got pretty hot yesterday. I know I was not the only one that was, and so it got to the point where the mayor had to make a statement. Now, here is Nick Caniglio and the mayor of West Palm Beach, Keith James, talking about this plan, and it sounds like they are backing off at least for now. Here's Nick to start us off.
The eminent domain threat was a shock, and we said that in the meeting. My mother at that time was emotional and could not believe what she was hearing. Thankfully, it seems like we're not at that point, and we hope that it never comes to that.
And I want to be clear. The city is not considering or pursuing the use of eminent domain as part of this effort. Early exploratory conversations were held with a small number of property owners to better understand potential opportunities. Those discussions were productive, and today we are focused on exploring ways to advance this vision while also incorporating existing properties and businesses our residents value.
So, sounds like that crisis, at least for now, has been averted. It sounds like the people spoke out quickly and loudly, and I think it's just what we got to continue doing. I understand that they're trying to redevelop this whole area and make it a whole different city that's going to be unrecognizable from what it was 10 years ago, and I guess some of that is good, but there's also a big downside in that every day I am getting new emails from KVJ Nationers. Got one this morning from a family in Houston, Texas now that was pushed out of the area. And we get these emails every single week saying we listened to you guys for years, but it became unsustainable for us to stay in South Florida. And that's alarming to me. And I don't want to see all of our KVJ Nationers chased out of here as new people who don't care about South Florida come in and maybe stay here a couple weekends a year and then go to wherever else they go to.
So what do we do? Put on a concert, a talent show like they did back in the day in those movies?
We got the Meyer Amphitheater right there.
True.
I mean, I think we could change and move the needle.
We could literally throw a concert to save the town.
And somehow all the fat cats go, this town's got heart. Keep your properties. We're out of here.
That's the exact vision I had yesterday. But sounds like this time they're going to be backing off a bit. But again, it's something that we will keep an eye on. And if you know of anything that is going on that seems like they're taking land or taking something that's for the public and they're trying to give it just to the rich people, please let me know, because I don't think it should go down like that. And I think that we need to fight for the places that we do have.
We're all about taking dilapidated buildings, taking eyesores, and making them nicer. But E.R. Bradley's is not dilapidated.
No.
It certainly doesn't need to be zhuzhed up with steel and concrete. It is beautiful and charming. Don't touch it.
Right. Yeah, we got to keep those places.
Amen.
Otherwise, South Florida becomes so sterile and we lose all the character and charm we had.
Exactly.
Well, what do you think about this? Normal or nope? Chesley said, taking a shower before you take a bath. She wants to know if that's normal or no, because she says otherwise, I'm just sitting there soaking in my own filth.
That is smart.
Yeah.
If you have the time.
Absolutely. If you're a bath person, you have the time. You make the time. And I'm a bath person. I like that idea. I kind of do like a hybrid kind of a thing. I let the shower hit me, then I'll turn it off. Let the shower.
Yeah, it does make perfect sense. And, look, that is sometimes the issue that I've had. I've thought about that before, too. I'm like, you're just sitting there soaking in your dirt and funk, which is so nasty.
At least it's your own dirt, though.
Yeah, it's my funk.
I mean, I was already laying with it anyway.
Have you guys ever taken a shower before you hop in the bath? Does that ever happen?
Yeah. If I'm especially grimy, but I usually don't have time. It's one or the other.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's usually it with time. But if you have time for a bath, then you've got time, right? I mean, to me, a bath is when you have time. A shower is when you do not.
I haven't had time in years. I haven't had a bath in years.
Yeah.
Do you like them?
I do, but I haven't had the time to enjoy it.
Well, it might be the right play, but it's not normal. 64% of people said, nope, not doing it. Only 37% are saying, yep, I always take a shower before I take a bath. So you're not normal, Chesley, but it doesn't mean you're wrong, right?
No.
What about this? Is it normal or nope to feel awkward when somebody sings happy birthday to you?
Normal. And I like awkward things, and I get awkward. It's so bizarre out in public.
If you don't like everybody fussing on you, it is one of the worst things ever. I know you'd be like going, oh, wow, but it's like it just sometimes for those kind of people, it's very awkward.
We did that to Twigs at Sicilian Oven, and he didn't know it was coming. The happy birthday song.
Aw.
Okay, what about this? Checking behind the shower curtain before using the bathroom. Is that normal or no?
More normal than you think because not everyone, but some people believe there's a murderer in the shower waiting for them.
I think that's somebody who watches horror movies, and that's why I don't watch horror movies because that thought does not go through my mind to check. And then maybe one day I'll wind up dead because I don't check behind the shower curtain.
Horror movies or murder podcasts.
That's even worse. That will make you think everyone's a murderer.
Murder podcast got your head on a swivel.
Jbird, I think you have a shower curtain, right?
I have No, I don't actually.
Okay. What do you have?
I have the glass on both of them.
You do? Okay.
It's weird that I didn't really kind of think about that.
Yeah.
I do not have them.
That's the way to go because it's a lot harder for killers to hide in your shower then.
You're right.
It's kind of killer proof.
Sort of. Or they just use the wall of glass on you.
What about this? Is it normal or no to overthink a simple text reply? And I am curious because I am so guilty of this. I obsess about every single word, how I put it. I'll retype it. And then after I send it, I'm like, oh, man, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have said it that way. I overthink my text messages, and I wish I could get out of my own head.
I think that's totally normal.
Yeah, it's normal.
I go back and check mine, and I'm like, ugh, misspelled, wrong grammar. What's the matter with you? I will edit a text message 3 times.
There's some text messages, I don't have the heart to go back and read them.
Yeah, and it is tough. I mean, we're kind of in that game where, sometimes there's the pressure to get back to somebody quickly. Or you're just in a conversation, it's going back and forth, and then that's when you send that errant text. So, yeah, it's always in my head.
Sometimes if you text and you're just doing it to be timely, you may commit to something you do not want to do just because you're being polite. Now you have this whole problem. How am I going to get out of this?
Yeah.
I should have just not texted.
Okay, I'm asking the people, and right now, 93% of people say that is normal to overthink your text messages. Okay. It's good that we care so much.
Yeah, we do.
Is it normal to keep tabs open on things that you never plan to revisit? Now, I do have the best intentions, but I have had some tabs on my computer that have been open for about 6 weeks, maybe longer. And they're just still sitting there. I'm like, yeah, one day when I get some free time, I'm just kind of sitting there and be like, hey, what can I look at? I'm going to get to that tab. And I never do. It's just still sitting there. Do you guys do the same thing?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I'm a weirdo.
If I'm thinking about it, I kind of have to scratch that itch.
Okay.
And then move on to the next thing. Yeah. I got to complete the circle.
I think the only thing it is for me is for instance, I have there are like tabs to some interviews like 20 minutes long. I'd like to see it, but I'm like, I don't have 20 minutes to sit here and watch this whole interview right now.
Oh, I gotcha.
And so the tab's just sitting there. In fact, one's with the owner of the Savannah Bananas. I'm like, oh, I really want to hear what he has to say about marketing, but I don't have time right now. And then it's like, one day I'll have time.
I like to watch those in the car when I'm driving.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a great plan.
She's not the best behind the wheel. Neither am I.
Yeah. So add another challenge in there.
I know there's certain things I want to send you. There's one on baseball in Japan, and I go, oh, Kevin would love this.
I would, yeah.
But it's an hour long. I go, this cat ain't gonna watch. It's an hour.
An hour?
But you would initially go, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch that, but you never would get to it.
Is it normal or no to wish that you could get a very easy disease that keeps you in bed so you can catch up on all the things you want to watch?
It's normal. It's very normal.
A shake it off disease?
Yeah, I don't know what the disease is, but I want something where it's like I have to stay in bed for about a week but I'm not really in a lot of pain. It's not that terrible, and I can catch up on everything.
You're not going to die. You're going to be fine.
Right, exactly.
You want like that easy COVID. Remember
Whatever it might be, yeah.
Some people had that easy COVID and they were like, I don't know, I was fine, but I tested positive, so I had to stay home for 5 days.
Like, I gained 10 pounds. I'm watching movies.
Right.
Caught up on my Netflix.
Other people like, I've lost 20 pounds. I can't see.
I'm on death's door.
I need to Google easy diseases and then figure out how to catch it. That's what I want right now. Boy, it's a 50-50 on normal or nope on keeping tabs open that you never plan to revisit. 50-50 right now between normal and nope. We can't decide if it's normal or not. So apparently a lot of people were doing stuff like that. And what about this? Using your phone flashlight instead of turning on a light. Is that normal or nope?
I do it all the time. But, I mean, we are weird. We get dressed in the dark in the morning when everybody else in the house is still sleeping.
Right.
So
Right.
I use a flashlight pretty much primarily because that would just be the meanest thing ever to turn on lights in the closet or the bathroom because both of those rooms, the light floods into the bedroom.
And sometimes I like to kind of go outside just to look out in the backyard, the front yard, and you start putting lights on at 4 o'clock in the morning. People will not like you.
But if you're in your backyard with a flashlight, be careful because your neighbors might think it's a prowler.
I know. I thought that too. Believe me, I know.
For me, yes, I pretty much every morning get dressed by using the light on my phone. But I also hate, even if I could, turning on the light. There's something about it, that brightness and that fast, it's jarring. And I notice my system like recoiling. And I don't like it. I'm like, that added little stressor on my system. That can't be good.
You got to tiptoe into it.
Yeah.
The shock of the bright light, I think, hits all of us.
I just want a little gradual, just a little bit of light, just kind of so I can see the surroundings. But I don't want that brightness right away.
Your body wants to do it like Earth does it. Gradually, the sun rises, and then we wake.
Right.
That's what your body
I think
wants.
they're finding that that's really the best way to do it. You have to have everything gradual. And I remember when I was a kid, my mom was so terrible to wake me up. She'd be like, all right, time to go. And she'd flip all the lights on. You're like, it's like, isn't that the worst?
The worst.
The absolute worst. Oh. So I asked, is using your phone flashlight instead of turning on a light normal or nope? 88% of people say that's normal.
Is it normal to think you shut your flashlight off and then it stays on for another 33 minutes?
In your bag.
Yeah, absolutely.
Happened today. I was walking out of the house and I had a little light coming out of my pocket. I'm like, oh, my phone light's still on.
Do I have a lightsaber in there?
Mm-hmm. I got a question here for normal or nope. This person said, when I start dating a woman, if I'm not feeling it after 3 months, I break it off. Say, if we're not connected after 3 months, ain't going to happen. But somebody I was talking to said that if they show signs of promise and it's just not clicked yet, you should give it at least 6 months. And I talked to somebody else and said, you really should go through a whole year because each season brings a new surprise. And then you can fully know at that time. But he said, no, I'm out after 3 months. How long do you give something like that, Virginia? Do you think it is normal to cut bait after 3 months, or is it normal to wait half a year?
I don't know. I mean, everybody's going to be different. You got to do it based on the guy, not you give everybody 3 months. You got to really weight them individually.
Yeah, to me, I think that's madness. I think
it's madness.
When you feel this ain't working, you cut bait right then.
Right.
I mean, what are you waiting for?
Exactly.
And what happens sometimes, I think when you stay with somebody too long, you talk yourself into being like, well, maybe they're not that bad. And then you talk yourself into a bad relationship that you should have gone out of when the first impulse was to leave.
The way I look at it, even if it's Christmas Day and you do not want me in your life, you could break up with me on Christmas Day, please. Don't wait till the 26th. If you don't want me around, I don't want to be there.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
So I'm going to say waiting 6 months or even a full year to go through all 4 seasons, that's a nope.
Yeah, that's a no.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're just here to test things out for you. You can always let us know at the KVJ Show.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. Well, I think we can all agree something is horrible and going wrong with that singer David. Because, yeah, we all know the story. They found a 14-year-old girl that he was dating dead in his car. They think he was involved in that. He faces first-degree murder charges for that. He remains held without bail for that. But now, I guess they went into his computer and found a significant amount of child sexual abuse images on his iCloud. And yeah, it may be way worse than just Celeste Rivas.
It starts to fit a profile here. Like I said the other day, before even this story came out, Jbird and I could prosecute this and we're going to win. This guy's really dug himself a grave. I would be stunned if there's another outcome to this other than guilty.
And it's crazy it kind of shows you don't know what's in someone's computer unless they do something horrific, and then they start to investigate all the other stuff, and then you go, wow, what is this? Because what the cops are going to do, they're going to go, where'd you get these from? Or they're going to try to figure out where they got them from and try to find the ringleader.
Well, why can't they just go into everybody's computer that they're suspicious of? Like, I just don't understand why the people that have these images, like, we know, like, if we figure out where he got them from, can't we go into that guy's computer and then get everybody there and then go into all those guys' computers? Like,
I think that the problem is if they're doing shady stuff, they're probably doing, things to protect them as best as they can. So I think you can bring a lot of these people down, but it takes some time. They have task force for this stuff.
I am all about giving up some of our privacy in exchange for being able to go after anybody who's got child sex abuse images on their computer. I will give up all of my privacy if we can go after those people.
I think in that kind of imagery, too, it really starts, they're doing a lot of studies now on that and how it really kind of rewires the human brain, and it does not make you a better person.
No.
And if he was doing and looking at those kind of images, that's probably a little bit of the gateway that took him down the dark path that led to where it looks like he went in this case.
You're right. You're absolutely right. You are the person that you put your surround yourself with stuff of. Like,
yes,
that didn't sound good.
Yeah, put that on a shirt. Did we get that? We're going to put that on a shirt, Danny.
I'm trying to go along with you on this, but
let me start that over.
Do you feel like you're in a bar drinking right now? You know, late in the night when you've had too many cocktails and you try to philosophize?
I swear, I didn't even put any Kahlua in my coffee today. Maybe that's the problem.
Yeah, that's you're too sober.
I need Kahlua.
It's just nice.
She's got a problem. She's too sober.
Whatever you look at all the time becomes your reality. And then that reality can transfer into whatever crimes or relationships or whatever you have.
You become what you eat. And the same thing for your mind. And if you're feeding your mind garbage like that, then you're going to become that.
It's gross.
Mm-hmm.
In other news, it looks like the house, remember that big mansion from Scarface?
Yes.
It is now hitting the record and will become the most expensive home sale in Miami-Dade history. Guess how much they want for this house?
If it's a record, it's going to be around $245.
Kevin, you're so close.
Okay.
Oh.
It's $237, right near $245. That's huge. It's a 13,000 square foot estate on 2.5 acres. So it will potentially become the most expensive home sale in Miami-Dade history. Wow.
Wow. Yeah, that's, I'm trying to think of the most expensive ones that you've had. I think Bezos would be up there. His is $237.
Okay.
And this one's how much?
This one's $237. It's been listed for, but it might go for more, they're saying, if there becomes a bidding war.
Okay. Yeah, well, that's crazy. So if you want the best mansion in Miami, that's what you're going to have to lay down.
It's the Scarface house.
Yeah.
You know how many people would be like, oh my gosh, we have the Scarface house. Like, it's been in a movie.
Yeah.
It's an epic movie.
You're doing the quotes in the kitchen.
Yeah. Say hello to my little friend.
Mark Zuckerberg's new Miami mansion is approximately $170 million. How embarrassing for him. Oh, my gosh. What a slum.
I mean, how will he show his face?
Oh, that's so embarrassing. Jeez.
And finally here, on a happy note, because I do think we want this guy to be happy. I mean, he is kind of a hot mess, but David Lee Roth just announced that he finally, after all this time of having a career in music, he finally now feels rich because he just sold his music publishing catalog for what he called a substantial sum.
Oh, he's so cozy.
He's so cozy.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, he's definitely flaunting it as well. Here he is talking about it when he's at Coachella last weekend.
I sold my publishing 8 months ago. Ask me how I feel.
How do you feel?
Rich.
I'm sure you do.
For the first time in my life, I can rub 2 coins together and create a little interest. No, really.
No, really.
Old Diamond Dave.
I like him.
I do too.
He is a likable guy, but
He's douchey but likable
Yeah.
all at the same time.
yeah, he's a lot.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
It's the worst of the week. We sound like dopes when we make bad jokes and commit misquotes. It's the worst of the week. It's amazing we get paid to speak, so let's start the countdown. It's the worst of the week.
Yeah, not a flawless week here, but that's good. We like the errors here. Just makes you human, right?
We're really human.
Very human. Very human people.
So
We're the humanist.
Yeah. The humanist, yes. You're right.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
It sounds right.
All right, well, we have a few flubs to count down from this week's KVJ show. Here we are at number 4.
It's one of the better ones out there when it comes to cheese dip in the grocery store.
Okay.
The Gorditos. Have you guys had that? I mean, not Kevin, but Virginia, have you had that?
Gorditos?
Right? Am I saying that right?
I think it might be Gordo's.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
Is it the Gordito from Taco Bell?
I don't know what's going on.
Sounds like it should be, at least.
It does.
Mm-hmm. Virginia gets one in here at number 3. Apparently she was just, she's like, just take this. You'll be fine. You'll get through everything.
So
okay.
she didn't even say this is MDA or whatever it is.
Hmm?
Yeah.
MDMA. Was that a Madonna album? I was trying to say like the name of Molly, but I don't think I know it.
Kevin.
MDNA.
Kevin just goes,
MDMA.
Trying to work that out, yeah.
Still don't know it, Kevin.
Still don't know it. Okay, that's all right. You know, it's probably a good thing not to know.
True.
If you had to say what you didn't know,
Yeah.
yeah. You don't need all these drug names, Virginia.
You don't.
Here we go at number 2 for the week's worst moments. So of all the people Joey asked, you can bet Lance helped out, and probably not Justin Timberlake.
I think Lance. I'm not a Boy Street person anyway. Or
A Boy Street?
What's that?
I'm a Boy Street.
I'm not a boy.
Street. Boy Street would work.
I knew going into that whole thing, I'm like, man, you should have not even attempted this. Just even try to talk, because I didn't have it with confidence. I'm like, I don't know all the facts.
It's a great name for a street, though. Like, couldn't you see in Wilton Manors having Boy Street?
Oh, my
Boy
gosh.
Street.
I think it'd do very well.
It's a great place for a street party.
Yes.
During Pride Week.
Yep.
Yes, Daddy.
Hello, Boy Street. You came up with something, Bird. Accidentally genius. And number 1 on the flub scale this week for the week's worst moments. Why is it that when the best part of a song or one of your segments is about to play, the GPS needs to speak and ruin that moment for me?
And there are times you're driving and go, why is this even on? What's happening? Is there a fritz in the system? Is that a word? Fritz?
A fritz.
A fritz in...
A glitch.
Yeah. What you say?
Or maybe it's glitching for Fritz.
I think it's on the fritz.
It is. You're right.
Or glitch in the system.
Yeah.
That's why you got the Fritz in there.
Yeah.
Just gets all tangled up.
It's
these
all
words.
good. I mean, we knew what you meant.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the point. You kind of know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're looking to connect with a stranger, put an ad out in the Craigslist paper. This is Misconnections.
Well, we got some people that are looking for people that they did not get the conclusion that they were hoping for. It's kind of a Hail Mary, but you never know. We read some of these on the radio. Maybe it's going to make that connection. The person they're talking to will hear it and be like, oh my gosh, okay, I remember that. Maybe you can go on to Misconnections. You can find it. You do a Google search and boom, they'll pop up. There's a lot of them in South Florida. Got a lot of weird people here. Well, I see this one here. It says, you ate my birthday cake. I wonder if that's kind of a euphemism for something else. Oh, yeah.
Well, happy birthday.
Mm-hmm. It says, we met at my own surprise birthday party, which stopped being about me the second that you walked in like you owned it. When people asked who you were, you just shrugged and said, I follow balloons. You locked eyes with my cake, a beautiful, untouched masterpiece. Before I could process what was going on, you grabbed a handful and you ate it like you were settling a personal vendetta. The room went silent.
You can't touch the cake?
My aunt gasped. You looked right at me, frosting on your face, and you said, you weren't going to finish that, were you? Bitch, yes I was. Who the hell were you and why did you ruin my birthday party? My fiance who made me the cake is actively trying to find you to kick your ass because she pissed.
That is weird. A stranger just ate your cake?
Somebody's walked in off the street. They follow balloons, apparently.
Oh, a drunk with a spirit can find any kind of cake.
That's messed up.
Mm-hmm. Somebody's looking for their boy, Mickey. It says here, we shared a tent behind the Circle K near I-95, and yeah, we shared a little more than just space.
A tent?
You said your name was Mickey, and I laughed because mine's Dickie. Mickey and Dickie, get it? It felt like fate had a sense of humor that night. We were sipping on that possibly illegal special drink you made, laughing like we'd known each other forever, and then it happened. We did the deed. When I woke up, you were gone from the tent. Where are you, Mickey? I had a blast, and I still got more of that special drink waiting.
Where is Mickey?
That's what we're looking for.
How gross of a hookup is it if it's behind the Circle K in a tent?
Which part of that do you not like?
I think you forget all about that when you have that special drink. You kind of lose yourself.
I think Kevin's right.
I love drinking. I'm going to pass on that one.
You're not going to go for the special drink?
No.
I have a feeling it was purple or something.
No.
Probably had a weird color as maybe smoking.
Keep it.
Mm-hmm. And this is a very interesting misconnection here. A little unlike anything we've ever seen. They're looking for somebody who attended their mom's funeral. It said, we met briefly at my mom's funeral. You were in the same row as me during the service. You were dressed perfectly, respectful, calm, until it happened. The pastor said something very serious, very emotional, and you laughed and interrupted the funeral. I'm not talking a polite chuckle, not a nervous cough, a full-on, can't hold it in laugh. The entire room turned. I panicked for you, but you just nodded and said, let the worms eat her. She was a horrible person. Then you got up, walked to your car, and vroom, drove off. Nobody at the funeral knew who you were. But girl, you was fine as hell. If the laughing funeral woman sees this, hit me up. I also thought my mom was a horrible person. And yes, let those worms feast on that bitch's flesh. What?
How weird.
What part was weird?
Huh?
How would you not know this person that was obviously so deep connected to your mom?
Maybe it was past mistakes.
Feels like it was a deal gone bad back in the past. She did her wrong, probably got some money from her, did her twisted. She heard that she died, and she wanted to go make a spectacle at her funeral.
Dang.
Which is kind of wild. I don't know if you've ever been to a funeral and you ever seen anybody like make some kind of spectacle that did not like the deceased.
I've never seen that.
Really?
I've never seen somebody who didn't like the deceased. Everybody's been on their best behavior at all the funerals I've been to.
Oh my gosh. You must have I must be surrounded by dysfunction.
Or entertaining people.
That's true.
Yeah. I think it's rare, but I'm just kind of curious. Because, you're right. Everybody is always on their best behavior at a funeral, but I mean, if you want to make a spectacle, I mean, that would be one of the worst things, right? To think about what somebody might do if somebody came and blasphemed you not even maybe blasphemous, maybe it's the truth, but they make it a spectacle and they make it known to all your loved ones when you have no say at all. What a terrible person you have been in life.
We need to establish right now, if that happens at any of our funerals, the disruptor catches hands.
Okay.
We're not going out like that.
Okay.
That's not going to be how it closes the book, chapter done.
You going right at them, fists flying,
If
huh?
anybody wants to talk S-bomb about either one of you at your funeral, they are going to catch this fist.
How dramatic would it be if there's a fight that breaks out, then Virginia falls over, hits my urn, my ashes fly up in the sky?
It'd be fantastic. Honestly, that's how a KVJ funeral has to go.
I love it.
In fact, if one of us die, we got to just promise there's got to be a fist fight somehow.
Yeah, now we have to have a plant there because
Yeah.
no one's gonna come in. We have to get a plant.
Well, if you plant somebody that says that, I will fight them.
Okay.
I can be baited
Yeah.
very easily.
Ever seen a fight at a funeral? I'd love to hear those stories. If anybody's seen that happen, or just anybody that came and they wanted to make a final statement about the dead to let everybody know what a terrible person they were in life. I wouldn't think it happened often, but I bet it's happened.
I was at one time, and a bunch of different dudes that were romantically involved with her showed up, and they didn't like each other.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, that was awkward because I'm sitting next to this hooker that had all the tea. This woman was telling me, okay, so that was her boyfriend, that was her husband, and that was her lover. And now they are all meeting up for the same time at her funeral. I was like, what?
Oh, that tension that's there. Oh yeah, that's rough.
It was wild. But
That
nobody
is-
did anything. Everybody was cool, thank God.
I mean, I've seen screaming verbal fights. I have seen people almost try to go after somebody before.
Really?
Yes.
Well, you got some fun stuff going to be going on this weekend. I've already seen a couple tired people here that stayed up too late last night watching the NFL draft. Got my own thoughts that I will get to coming up here in just a bit about some of the picks that the Dolphins made. But if you want to do some other stuff other than just sit there in front of your TV and watch the NFL all weekend, got some good live music. Black Keys going to be at Hard Rock Live tonight. Pretty solid little rock group out of Cleveland, Ohio, originally. You've also got Alabama Shakes going to be playing at the Sunset Cove Amphitheater tomorrow night in Boca Raton. And then you've also got some other fun stuff like Hairsprays playing at the Broward Center this weekend. If you'd like to go check that out.
What's their big hit? Hairspray in the movie.
I'm not that familiar with Hairspray.
Okay, good question.
I don't know that one.
That went nowhere. All right, sorry, Kevin.
You've also got Chris Tucker, the comedian at Hard Rock Live on Saturday. Then on Sunday, it's going to be Penn and Teller. Have you guys ever seen Penn and Teller's act?
Oh, yeah.
You like it?
I do.
Okay.
Is it old man comedy?
It is.
That's why he loves it. That's why he loves it. If you want to get sporty this weekend, Inter Miami's got a home soccer game versus New England at New Stadium in Miami on Saturday night. You've also got polo. They're in the Polo Championship final at the National Polo Center in Wellington on Sunday. And also in Wellington this weekend, it's the Gay Polo League Tournament that is happening.
Fun.
Marlins are out of town, so we won't be able to check them out. You also have the Las Olas Wine and Food Fest that is going to be going on tonight. They've also got something called Rhythm in the Wild at the Palm Beach Zoo tomorrow if you want to get out. They're celebrating Pines Day at the Charles F. Dodge City Center in Pembroke Pines tomorrow. And then on Sunday, it is the Sweet Corn Fiesta at the South Florida Fairgrounds.
Ooh, that's fun.
It would be nice just to go there and eat the corn and not compete in a eating corn contest.
Yes, just go for enjoyment, not for actually being an athlete.
Also, too, with that zoo event, do you think it'd be cool if I dressed up as a cheetah and went?
Be interesting. Yeah, I don't know. How do animals respond when they see a human in an animal costume? Do they feel like you're mocking you, or do they be like, oh, look at that?
They gotta hit their friend and go, look at this clown ass.
When I had Chewy, my dog, he did not like it. He would growl at me.
You've also got the Best Buddies Walk. That is going to be at the ballpark at the Palm Beaches on Saturday. Green Market is still going on the West Palm Beach waterfront for you to check out. And then on Sunday, it's Boca Bash in Lake Boca.
No guns.
You're right.
Don't bring your guns to Boca Bash. You shouldn't have to say that, but
Bring your buns, not your guns.
considering what happened at Peanut Island,
Yeah, it's kind of wild, right?
behave.
Yeah, people do well. I mean, a lot of people are out there kind of drinking, getting their drink on.
Also, don't throw your trash in the water.
Yep, that's true. So just behave. I know there's a group that goes out there, and I've seen their videos. It's kind of cool, and they do a little snorkeling and scuba diving right after the Boca Bash, and they clean up a lot of the cans and trash and stuff like that.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I think 40 Ocean does that. There's probably quite a few of them that do that. And that's a beautiful thing that they just jump right in right after and fix it.
That is cool because you're doing something great for the community and you could possibly see something in the water.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can find treasures.
Yeah. Somebody said, yeah, we did the zoo event 2 weekends ago, and it was so much fun. I would highly recommend it.
Okay.
Oh, so this is an ongoing thing. It's
Might be.
All right.
They do a lot of events, and honestly, I've been to several, and they're always good. And we've been to ones at Zoo Miami. All the zoos do really cool events.
Bush Wildlife does great events as well.
They do. They got yoga out there this weekend.
I love it.
I like how they do things. They're having me and Denny's come out there and play guitar to the animals when we get in our schedule.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Jason Newsted from Metallica did that.
Amy sent me a picture of that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Let me know when you're doing that because I want to go.
Totally.
And Ann from Boynton Beach, she said, I saw Hairspray at the Broward Center last week, and it was awesome. The cast was phenomenal. A fabulous show.
Okay.
We got some ringing endorsements for some of these things. And there's also a sports card trading show at the Palm Beach Kennel Club on Sunday. That's probably where I'll hopefully be with my son.
Ooh.
Oh.
He's big into
We
that
know
game
a few card guys.
Well, usually if there's cards there, there's a potential of a few toys there. Potential. You never know.
They go hand in hand.
They do go hand in hand.
And for Canadian Bacon, he wants to make sure everybody knows Stanley Cup playoffs with Montreal playing tonight. So,
Okay.
yeah, there's a lot of good stuff going on with the NFL draft as well. So we'll get to that. All right, coming up here in just a couple of minutes. Boy, some of these little markets out there are really causing a bit of a problem. I don't know if you've heard like the Kalshi or the Poly Market that is out there, and they're having some issues because people who know the inside info are placing bets on what they know is about to happen. And this just happened with a military procedure. Dude made some bank. I'll let you know what it was for and how much he made in your whacked out news next.
Time stood still, just like a photograph. You made me feel like this will last forever. Looking in your eyes, I see my whole life. They say you know it, when you know it, I don't know. Oh, promise that you hold me close, don't let me go. Take my heart, don't break it. Love me to my bones. All this time I wasted. You were right there all along. You and I start gazing
gotta tell you, some of these, in a sense, gambling sites are becoming a bit of an issue. Kalshi is out there, Poly Market, a few where you can really just place wagers on about anything that is happening in life. It is not necessarily just sporting event stuff, and it's really become kind of a problem with the military, and this story really exemplifies that. Master Sergeant Gannon Ken Van Dyke, who's active duty at Fort Bragg, wagered $32,000 on Poly Market that Nicolas Maduro out of Venezuela would be out by January. He made 13 bets between December 27th and January 2nd, hours before they did that overnight capture to grab Nicolas Maduro and drag him to New York City.
He may have had inside information.
Paid off. Van Dyke cashed out over $400,000 in profits on that $32,000 bet.
Whoa.
And he routed it through a foreign crypto vault.
Whoa.
They say the trades were so outsized, they caught law enforcement attention almost immediately, saying, okay, what is this? Like, he just wagered that Nicolas Maduro would be drug out of his bed in the middle of the night.
Went too big.
You went too big.
Now he's facing 5 federal charges.
Ugh.
Yeah, so that's...
And probably dishonorable discharge.
Yeah, it's one thing they're zeroing in on, and it's a no-brainer. They don't want anybody in the military being able to use this stuff. It would be, like a federal offense if you did it, and they want to cut down on politicians making all these insider trades.
The politicians just are doing it from invisible IP addresses that are untraceable.
Yep.
Unfortunately, this military guy got caught.
Yes.
He wasn't slippery enough.
Now, they asked President Trump about the wager, and here's what he had to say.
Well, I don't know about it, but was he betting that they would get him or they wouldn't get him?
It sounds like he was betting on his removal from office, that Maduro would be removed.
Well, that's
it sounds
interesting.
like he was involved in the operation.
That's like Pete Rose betting on his own team. It's a little like Pete Rose. Pete Rose, they kept him out of the Hall of Fame because he bet on his own team. Now, if he bet against his team, that would be no good, but he bet on his own team. I'll look into it, yeah?
Okay.
Hold on.
I think he just said it's okay.
Yeah,
he's a Pete Rose fan.
he bet on America, and America won. So I think he's okay with him betting on America. Let him keep the money.
I think...
Nothing to see here.
I think he wants Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame.
I think he does, too. I kind of got that as well. Yeah. 42-year-old Lisa Nagel faces misdemeanor charges after giving police a false name during a disturbance call in Jensen Beach. Deputies responded to her home, and Nagel slammed the door in an officer's face and then was placed in handcuffs. During questioning, she told police that her name was, quote, Donald Duck.
Girl, how do you think this is going to play out?
She was also able to slip out of one handcuff while she was detained. Then she was arrested for resisting without violence or providing a false name to law enforcement, both misdemeanor offenses. So, yeah, I guess you can't do that.
Squirrely.
Squirrely,
She's a
though.
squirrely one, y'all.
A man was arrested after witnesses described a chaotic overnight brush fire near Savannah's Preserve State Park along Jensen Beach Boulevard, which authorities say was intentionally set. The video that somebody had sent us yesterday is pretty wild. Somebody's out there just with their phone. They saw the flames right there on the side of the road, and dude was out there with a torch. 22-year-old Morgan Grant Lentz allegedly used a torch and gasoline to ignite multiple fires, including pouring fuel on a motorcycle before fleeing.
Oh, my gosh.
They later found him in the preserve with a torch and the sword, and he was taken into custody. Torch and sword, wow.
Did he say that he did it on his own, or did somebody put him up to it?
I don't know. I mean, it sounds like it was all him. He's a UCF student that had recently shown erratic behavior, but I think he's pretty much all and he's owning it.
There's people on TikTok and Instagram saying that all these fires are being set intentionally because people that want to open these AI data centers come in and they offer to take the land that's torched and damaged, and then they put a data center on it.
And all of a sudden,
and that's the wildfire end result.
You see a bunch of robots, with a torch, just putting fire everywhere.
I'm just saying, that's
I don't know
what's
you
out
could take
there.
land on it. I mean, people already hate it. You take a preserve. Yeah, I don't think that's even open for discussion. And it sounds like right now in Okeechobee County, they're shooting it down. I think people are really starting to get an idea of what these data centers are about. Like,
Good.
not in my neighborhood.
I know.
Not in my neighborhood.
Good. I'm glad that people are realizing before it just gets, we all get hoodwinked.
Oh, it's too late.
A 43-year-old man in Wildwood, Florida, named Roy McIntosh was arrested after he confronted a male employee at a Subway restaurant. They say Roy became verbally upset and slapped the victim across the face and then walked out.
Why?
Apparently, he was a little bit upset because the person, he says, intentionally gave him old, stale bread on a sandwich the last time he was there.
There are a lot of Subway fights. I mean, a ton. Just put it in YouTube.
Roy said that when he went in to complain, that the guy just began to laugh, which made him angry enough to attack him.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, he was arrested for battery for doing that.
This is why you just got to keep a weapon on you because you never know.
Especially at a deli line, man. People go crazy if they're getting their subs and something doesn't go right. I mean, I get the emotion. I don't get the violence.
You got to just be ready for anything nowadays.
Yeah, you do. A Missouri man is facing charges after police say he stripped naked and started dancing in the vestibule at an Aldi grocery store in Columbia, Missouri.
Why can't this happen when I'm at Aldi? It's so boring when I'm there.
Yeah, this guy would spice it up. 41-year-old Sidney Jones walked into the store, removed his clothes, and danced both inside and outside the entrance while shoppers, including children, were nearby.
Well, that part sucks.
Whoa.
You don't want kids to see it, but I am a fan of random ridiculousness.
He's now been banned from all Aldi stores.
He had his Aldi hanging out.
Yeah.
He was in the meat aisle.
Yeah, it was Aldi. That's what he showed. And a former New York druggie is suing Amazon over brain cells he killed while doing whippets for years. He claims that the nitrous oxide canisters they sold him were being used to get high, but he said that the nitrous oxide canisters were something that they sold as being safe and legal, since it's sometimes used by chefs to create whipped cream and foams for fancy high-end dishes. He said they should have known that New York druggies would have been using it to get high. So he wants to hold them responsible for his dumb decisions.
Ridiculous. I hope they throw this out of court.
I heard of something, though. If you buy too many of those cans, you're suspect, and they won't allow you to buy. There's a number they're going to let you buy. Is that true?
That's good if that's true.
It should. I mean, they've done that for other questionable substances. What is it? The stuff that people try to make meth with? It's some kind of like a pill or something like that.
Yeah, it's like in Claritin D.
Yeah.
You have to show your ID now to get allergy medicine.
Right. So when somebody comes in and buys 80 boxes of it, you're like, all right.
Wait a minute.
If all of a sudden I go to Walmart and I got 40 bottles of whipped cream, like, what's that guy doing?
And no surprise here, if you've been in Florida for a while, you know we are the lightning strike capital of America. 97 fatalities over the past 2 decades, more than any other state. Yeah.
Florida does not play with lightning, y'all. If you're new here, just know that. Go inside.
Mm-hmm. Nearly 2/3 of lightning deaths happen during outdoor activities. Duh. There's your obvious stat of the day.
But it's horrifying that 1/3 indoors.
Sometimes it can come through your window.
See, that's when Mother Nature ain't playing by the rules. That ain't fair.
That's how you know God's got it out for you.
Yeah, it's your time, friend.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And check out this video that is kind of going viral. 2 guys performing a little beatboxing dubstep. They call themselves choir nerds, and it's trending. This is 2 dudes making these sounds with just their mouths. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay.
I could be the whoa, whoa, whoa guy, but that other guy is doing all the work.
Yeah, it does feel like one dude's doing the heavy lifting, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The other guy's just making fart noises.
I could do the beat part if Kevin wants to add that stank.
Yeah. One guy's just. What does he add to it?
That's good, Kev.
That's all you got?
I think with 4 of us, we could do that.
Oh, easily.
Okay.
We'll
have to work on it.
Yeah.
Okay. It's going viral. Why not?
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What Are you thinking about?
Well, they had the largest crowd ever for an NFL draft in Pittsburgh, and that is a football city, man. The Steel City. They have just as many Super Bowls as anybody out there. The Pittsburgh Steelers, 350,000 plus people in attendance.
That's my dad's all-time favorite football team.
Okay.
Pretty wild. And cool thing was the overall number one pick, South Floridian. Fernando Mendoza out of Columbus High School, Heisman Trophy winner, national champion. He went to the Las Vegas Raiders, making history. Pretty cool stuff. They had a bunch of Columbus High grads hanging out at the Sandbar Grill in Coconut Grove last night. Looked like a really good time.
That's awesome.
Yeah, just kind of a thrill. So that was great. What I don't know was great was what the Dolphins did. Lots of hopes after they got rid of Chris Greer in the front office. You're hoping that the new guys coming in are going to do a good job. And right now, the votes are saying it's not good. D or worse is the top vote that people are giving it.
D or worse?
D or worse, yes.
Oh, no.
D or worse. The best after that is a B, but only 12% say that what they did was an A. And they went for a guy out of Alabama named Caden Proctor that is known for taking a lot of plays off. So he's kind of a lazy dude. They say he's great for he has 10 amazing plays a game. But other than that, if you're not watching him nonstop, he kind of comes in overweight and he may not have the best discipline. So, yeah. And
get in line.
Right. It's great, but you don't pay $1 million to that guy.
No. Making way less.
Yeah. And there was a dude on the board, Caleb Downs, which is kind of a surefire. His dad's an NFLer. His brother's an NFLer. He was lights out for 3 years in college, 2 great years at Ohio State. And he's just one of those guys that when you have somebody you can't miss on this pick, that's, to me, you just grab it. Now, they're arguing, saying, yeah, but we went for a position of need. But you got a guy that's a big if with your number one pick overall, and that's why it's getting such a low grade.
Where did Caleb go?
Caleb went to the Cowboys. So the Cowboys are smart. They actually moved up a pick and got him, and the Dolphins dropped back to get a guy that they probably were reaching for. There were 2 offensive linemen that went ahead of him, and they went with pretty solid, stable guys, but I don't know if this is it. You hope he's going to be great, but... Yeah.
I can hear the announcers go, oh, another down for Downs. No?
No, nobody's ever said that. Yeah.
No, they should. The plays, no?
Yeah, in fact, Sun Sentinel columnist Chris Perkins said the Dolphins' picks address needs but may have missed better overall talent, especially by passing on elite prospects early in the draft class that is considered relatively weak, increasing the importance of nailing top selections, which they did not. So hopefully they do better. But the big highlight was Ohio State. They had 4 of the top 12 picks in the draft. That's the most by any school in 58 years.
Wow.
Is that because they're always so awesome?
Yeah, they're pretty good. Yeah, I mean, with what they had, a lot of people in Columbus think they should have won the national championship. So a lot of pressure on that coach to say, dude, we had a historical NFL draft and we didn't even play in the national championship. But, so anyway, that's what it is. Hopefully Dolphins do better. And then you won't know for like 3 years until these players pan out or not. So we'll see. Bird, what you got on your mind today?
Man, when I was trimming my beard up today because we have a commercial to shoot, and my beard trimmers, they went dead halfway through, and my cord doesn't work, so they can't charge, and I knew that. I forgot to get a new one, so I had to go into work halfway with half beard, Clumps McGee over here.
Clumpy.
And I had to DoorDash clippers here. So I keep watching my phone to see when they're going to get here with my clippers. But here's my question. If you were going to, not a job like this because we work in Goofy, but let's say you're in a rush, your beard trimmers break down, and you have half a beard. Do you shave that baby off? Or you go in with a patchy beard?
Yeah, no, I go all the way off. Yeah, I take it down to as low as you could where you don't notice it. But yeah, if you hack it, yeah, unfortunately, you got to kind of go low, I think.
See, I thought you go in there with the lumps and the clumps to let them know, oh, this guy is, no, stay away from him. He's a little off.
He's got mange.
Okay.
He's just, whoa.
Right. You want people to second guess your sanity?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
Don't worry, we do.
Okay.
It's not just your beard that says that.
It's not my clumpy beard.
What's on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, I agree with you on the got to be looking good for video shoots. You have 2 video shoots together today. If you have one at Sicilian Oven, you also have one before that with me and Kevin.
Oh, no, I'm quite prepared for all of that.
You are a working girl today.
Yes.
Look at you.
Mm-hmm.
I saw this TikTok and it said, if you died tomorrow, who would be the 6 people that carry your casket? And I was like, oh, that's so deep. Yeah. Who would it be? I can't ask Panda because he's going to be too broken up and upset.
You sure about that?
Oh, he's going to be heartbroken.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
not going to be able to participate on any kind of level
Just
like that.
in the fetal position in a corner somewhere.
Exactly.
He'll be a shell of a man.
Devastated.
He's not going to rebound ever.
Never.
Every day. He's just going to cry himself to sleep.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Beauty's nowhere else but her.
I think I would have to go with Kevin, Jbird, and Denny's. So
Yep.
you're 3 on one side.
Yep.
And then I think
I know. I would. You probably want to pepper us around because I'm not sure that side of the casket. I don't have a lot of faith in it. Yeah.
All right.
You need to pepper us around that casket.
I'll put Uncle Jerry over there with one of y'all.
Smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pepper us in. And plus, too, we'll be together. We'll start making comments. We'll start laughing.
Yeah.
Can't take it serious. But I don't want you to take serious. I just don't want you to drop me.
I know, but the most unstable guys you got to put in the middle.
Okay.
Just so you know, because if they fall or bungle whatever, then you've got people that are solid. Because otherwise,
On the edges.
Yep. Have your
Okay.
most force solid on the edges and have the idiots in the middle.
Jbird, you're in the middle.
That's cool. Oh man. Okay.
Also, Franny, my friend Franny, she's super strong.
Yeah.
She's on a corner.
Okay.
Because, I mean, she's probably stronger than most of the guys on this show, honestly.
Oh, she'll whoop
She
my
works
ass.
out every day. I'm putting her in the mix.
Okay. Smart.
And then, I don't know. I mean, I'm taking applications for that 6th spot.
You want to do caller 11?
Yeah, perfect.
Caller 11. Yeah. Mariana from the back in the day. That would drop.
I'm hoping she dies first.
Oh, okay. I was making it like a
I'm just kidding.
I knew I shouldn't even die.
You brought it up.
I was trying to be funny.
And don't dance with the bear if you can't handle getting bit.
Yeah.
You're right. I take it back. Denny's, please edit all that out.
And that's it. That's what's on my mind.
Yeah, it is an interesting question.
It's fun to think about. Like, okay, who would I want?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Would you be so mad if you found out it was 6 people you just could not stand? Do you think you wouldn't be able to rest?
Well, you guys know who I hate. So you better not let anybody I hate touch my casket or even be at the ceremony.
Wow.
This does not sound like a fun event. Mine sounds amazing. You guys are going to be freestyle rapping.
So you easily came up with 6 people you want to carry your casket. Can you easily come up with 6 people you don't?
Yeah.
I think you named one of them.
I don't want to go there.
Okay, yeah.
I was just kidding.
I will burn this thing down if you let
I know
me.
you will. So I figured you had an answer pretty quick, but I just wanted to make sure.
I think Ellen's the right move, Kev.
I think it's going to be a big year for weed here in Florida because we could be looking at recreational marijuana on the ballot in November if things go the stoners' way. But I'm not sure it will. But there was something in your favor that happened just yesterday. The Trump administration signed an order rescheduling marijuana from its current highly restrictive level to a classification that eases regulations regarding cannabis research. But the move does not legalize recreational marijuana. It doesn't remove all federal restrictions, and it still requires FDA approval and regulation for medical use.
Yeah, I always want to let you know the feds are just one call away.
Yeah. I think what it does and why some people are happy is it does open up the ease to get marijuana for research. And then they can really put it to the test because I saw some researchers saying, yeah, I had a hard time even getting it. We couldn't even do studies on it because it was, treated the same way that you treat heroin. And like, well, that's kind of insane. And when you do say it out loud, if you know somebody who's on heroin or somebody who's on marijuana, I would much rather be the person on marijuana than on heroin.
Totally.
Yeah, so it didn't feel like they were classified the right way.
And research feels like it's for the good of the people, for our health. And it's natural. It's a plant. Like, let's do this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Now, it's kind of interesting to just hear the comments on this. You got 2 Republicans that I feel have very different takes on how they feel about marijuana. Here's the president who reclassified marijuana, Donald Trump.
The military is very happy about it, and a lot of people suffering from big problems, which this seems to be the best answer. They're very happy about it, so the rescheduling is starting, and that's a big thing, rescheduling. They kept saying, what about the rescheduling? And so, great job. I appreciate it.
Okay, so there you go. So the Prez is all about it, thinks it was the right move. But our governor, DeSantis, he don't like weed.
He does not.
He does not like weed, and I don't think he is down with this decision from the federal government.
Honestly, he probably just needs to smoke a bowl and chill out.
I guarantee someone has said that to him before. It's like, oh, you can smell
That makes it even more angry.
In his little tiny shoes.
Yeah, here's what Governor DeSantis had to say about the reclassification of marijuana on the federal level.
That was passed by the voters, I believe, in 2016 or 2016, really hadn't been implemented when I came in, so we implemented it. And, you know, it's something that is, I mean, you see a lot of these stores around the state. I mean, I'm not saying, I don't necessarily think that's a good thing, but it is what it is. And so that's been something that's been on the books in Florida, and that's something that that we've abided by for a number of years now.
He's like, look, we got the medical marijuana. That's enough. We're not doing anything else. And you can tell he's not even a fan of, he must hate going down Clematis Street in West Palm Beach and just seeing all the dispensaries there and be like, ugh, what a blight. What a blight.
I know, but there's some people who really, I don't want to get into this debate again, because every time I bring it up, like, oh, Bird, you are not a doctor, shut up. But for a person who does suffer with pain, it has helped me.
Well, I don't smoke, but I like freedom. I think that we are America, damn it.
Yeah.
Yes.
One of the complaints, I think it was maybe his wife that was saying that she just doesn't like the smell of it, and she's walking around everywhere and smelling just weed.
And
There you go.
that's where we're different. I like the smell of it. I think it smells good.
And I'm also, I mean, I'm a person that supports the weed, and I'm a person that likes to keep it indoors. Not all weed people are outside smoking there. That's kind of a cartoon version of what's...
Right. Yeah, I don't now, you know, some people argue when you go to New York City where they got the recreational, it's just weed all over the place. Now, I think I remember when I was up there around Thanksgiving, I think I counted 10 different times in 2 days that I caught a whiff of it.
New York City has way worse problems than weed.
Oh, my gosh.
They are a disaster.
Like public urination?
And public spitting. They're spitting on people on the street now. Like, what the hell is that?
Even worse.
And worse too.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Right. So I don't know. We'll see. I am not very confident that we're going to get the recreational, because I think at the state level, when you've got DeSantis fighting as hard as he is, and I think everybody that he's got in position that can help that stuff out, they're very anti-weed as well. And they seem to be throwing all kinds of curveballs at them, trying to get the right amount of signatures to get on the ballot. So I don't know if we're going to be able to do that, but we'll see how it goes. But it definitely is growing. Not only, they say, with people getting it and smoking it, but also people drinking it. In fact, they're saying in South Florida, people are drinking less alcohol. Now, there's several things that go into it. One is the marijuana, but a lot of it's the high prices, too. They are saying that a lot of restaurants are starting to feel the impact because they would make a ton of money off of alcohol. But they say there's been a 30% drop in alcohol revenue over the last 5 years.
Okay, that means
30%.
We got to pick it up, Jbird.
Well, I know a few people that have really slowed down their alcohol, and they have gone to the liquid weed beverages. And they go, you know what? I'm not. It kind of tricks my brain to think I'm drinking anyway, because you're pouring it in a cup, or you're, liquid form.
Yeah, they say the THC infused drinks are rapidly growing in South Florida bars, breweries, and restaurants. And even the people that are not going that path, they say nearly a third of Americans now are drinking at home first or after to save money. They're just not down with paying $20 per cocktail.
I get it. That part sucks.
And if you get a regular person shot, you're like, oh my gosh, what am I, 8 years old here? Come on.
Yeah.
You got to get a double, and that's going to be double the money.
We know you like doubles, girl.
So, to me, if you're talking about revenue down 30% from alcohol sales, and you want to try to help out some of these restaurants, if they did, allow, and I think a lot of places are just concerned as they get these THC drinks that are out there. I think a lot of people are saying, I don't know how much longer they're going to be around. We'll see. They're out there now, but there's a lot of people coming for them, and they want them off the shelves, and they don't want you to be able to buy them.
They're not that cheap either.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, so if cost is your issue, I don't know if that's a good replacement.
Did you crack into that Willie Nelson one yet? Because Bryant Thomas, the singer, came and brought you a nice one. That Willie Nelson one is expensive.
I have not even cracked it open, but it's in my bar, and maybe this weekend we'll get into it.
I would love to hear you review it and talk about if it's good or what, because I feel like Willie Nelson would be the best person to buy a weed product from.
Yeah, I'll definitely try it out. I have to do homework now, Kev.
Okay, there you go. There's your weekend. All gone. All right, if you have a deep, dark secret that you are holding on to, you can always let us know about it. Relieve yourself of that burden. Simply text it in anonymously, 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763 here at the KVJ Show. Some of the ones we've been stockpiling here in your texts. One person said, I just completed financial crime and fraud training online for work. Can claim 30 minutes for training time, and it's my area of expertise, so I actually did the course in just 5 minutes, including the quiz. But I'm still going to be claiming the full 30 minutes, which technically actually is fraud. At least you can identify that, though.
She's good.
Yeah, that is pretty good. This person said, until I was in my 30s, I laboriously opened tubes of ointments or lotion with scissors until I realized you could just turn the cap around and puncture the tube. You ever seen that little move? Ointments have that silver thing on the top, and it's really hard to get through, and all you have to do is flip the cap around, go blink.
Yeah, there's like a little mini knife in there.
Yeah, they didn't realize that.
Oh.
So for years, they've been using whatever they can and probably missing the tube. You ever done that where you're doing something dangerous? In fact, I did that. I had one of the plastic wrappings around a little bottle yesterday, and I couldn't get it off. So I was taking the knife, and I was sticking it right down there. I'm going, I know one of these days I'm going to clearly miss. I'm going to stab myself right in the hand.
I did that. I almost took off my whole entire thumb.
It's terrible.
I still have a scar from that.
Oh,
it's terrible.
You want to know about scars? Try opening up some Pedialyte.
I don't want to compete with you on scars.
The Pedialyte, that's the same kind of... You're like, how are people doing this? Then people always email me, Bird, all you got to do is twist it this way. I'm like, all right, I don't know. It's going to cut my lip again.
You got to know some packages are like that devil plastic that you call that really hard plastic that they put scissors in. You go, I need the scissors to get the plastic open. All you have to do is squeeze it and it pops open.
Wow.
That's the design. Why not flaw, but it's the designed way to get that thing open. I'd sit there and struggle with it and tear at it. You can't tear at it. That's its strength. Its weakness is squeezing it because the glue that they have keeping it together is not strong.
Look
it's supposed
at
to be that way.
That's a good tip.
I love hacks.
I'm going to go try that today and fail miserably.
Okay.
I'm going to go try that today, and I'm going to forget about it.
I'd love to see that. This person confessing, they said, I send letters so infrequently now that I actually have to Google which side of the envelope the stamp is supposed to go on when I do.
Oh my gosh, I did the same thing trying to send a letter out. Yeah, I had to Google, go, all right, the left you put the stamp or the right?
Yeah.
It's awful.
Mm-hmm. This person said, I do my laundry naked so that all my clothes will be clean at the same time. Huh.
Sexy.
Yeah, it is sexy. I mean,
you must not have kids.
Yeah, that sounds like a single person type thing, right?
Totally.
Yeah, what are you doing? You stand there.
Rocco would be like, what the hell is going on in here?
Yeah, right.
If he walked in on that, he would be very suspect.
This person said, I got a puppy thinking it'll allow me to meet women who'd want to pet him. Now that he's not a puppy, though, he's kind of an unattractive dog that nobody really wants to pet. So now I'm just stuck cleaning up after an ugly dog for the next 10 to 15 years.
Oh, that's not a nice way to look at it.
Never get a dog that's a puppy that's so cute that you think for the chicks. In fact, that's the one thing. You always got to look at, like, what's this thing going to look like when he's not cute?
Right. It's going to be too big for my house.
Yep.
I love an old dog that starts to kind of get a little homely.
Because you are one.
Damn. You're fired.
You call him an old ugly dog? Is that what happened?
That's all right.
I'm just kidding.
Dog.
It's old dog in a fight.
I'm an old dog, too.
And this confession from a woman, I believe, it says, whenever we go on vacation, I will stash my drugs and sex toys in my husband's bag.
Oh.
I figure that way if the plane crashes, he's going to look like the junkie / pervert.
That's amazing. Now, do you tell him? Or is he just riding dirty and he doesn't know? Because I think that's uncool. If he gets busted, he's going to be like, those aren't my drugs. And they're going to be like, sure.
Sure, they're not your drugs.
Those are my toys. Yeah,
sure, they're not.
That is my butt stuff, but that's not my drugs. Like, what? You put him in this scenario now.
Diabolical. Oh, yeah, baby. Setting the tone for the weekend. Hopefully you got some big old plans. Going to be enjoying yourself. And we love to hear any little wins you got for the week or anything you're excited about. It's going to be coming up here. Michelle said, I got a little feel-good Friday for y'all. I went through Starbucks this morning and there was an unmarked police officer behind me, and I went ahead and I paid for his order. And as I pulled out onto the main road and was waiting to turn, he drove past me and honked that special police honk siren they have and waved at me.
Aww.
So I honked back and waved, and it felt good to give back as a reminder they're out there doing a dangerous job to help serve and protect.
Amen.
Love to hear that.
Yeah, when you go to your job today, you don't have to worry about getting shot.
Yep.
Every day they go to their job and worry about getting shot. That is a different level.
Mm-hmm. No doubt. Also, we got Jill out enjoying herself. She said, we had a plan and now we are actually living it, leaving Jupiter Farms on Thursday and hanging out on the back porch of our home in Maryland on Friday. Plus, we also went to the biggest buffet in the USA. Wow.
You got somebody's attention.
I wonder, was it good? Because, I mean, buffets can be gross or they can be amazing.
I went to one in Gatlinburg on New Year's Eve, and it was not bad.
And you are not a buffet kind of girl.
I am not a buffet girl.
And they've gone to some very fun places. There's the Shady Maple Smorgasbord. I guess that's one of the big ones.
Oh, it's Mark and Jill. Yeah, we know them.
We love them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got their little RV, I guess, on the back of the truck. You can see them at Buc-ee's right there.
Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah, it's fun. I love road tripping, man.
Me too. I am all about the journey, stopping at Buc-ee's, getting that brisket by the pound and just eating it like a hooker in the parking lot with a fork.
Yep.
Road trip, you got to be in a car, though, right?
No.
Or I mean, a vehicle on the road. You can't say we're going on a road trip and you're in a helicopter.
That's not a road trip. I can't believe that came out of your mouth.
I can, and I want that edited out.
If you have a helicopter, that is fancy AF.
It was a dumb comment.
They went through some fun towns, too, like Blue Ball and Intercourse. In fact, they sell shirts there in Intercourse that says, I heart intercourse.
$25 too. It's kind of
It's a pricey shirt.
It's a pricey shirt.
And a pricey shirt for a shirt you can't wear to most places.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And speaking of fun little town names, we got Bob and Sugar T. We don't say the full thing, but Sugar T, South Kakalaki. It's his 70th birthday.
Aww.
Yeah. And he said, also on Friday, you showed my son Zach, and that is cancer-free. Best birthday gift ever, and that's great stuff.
Wow, that is beautiful. Happy birthday, you icon.
And his mustache is popping.
Yeah, it is.
Always is. You know, last night, the Weird and Whatever podcast came back live on YouTube at 6 o'clock, but it's still living up there. You can actually watch it this weekend. What was some of the favorite stuff that you talked about last night, Jbird?
We talked a lot about what's going on at my house, what's going on at Beckett's house. Beckett's got a 100-year-old house, and Vicky and her team went out there, and they found some stuff that he has, entities, if you will. Ooh. So we're going to get some EVPs of that for next podcast, which will be next Thursday. We talked a little bit about the one thing I was going to tell you, I kind of teased it, but I didn't do it very well. Vicky walked in my house and did a walkthrough, and she just said, there is something thick, oppressive in this house. And then she goes, take me seriously when I say this. Somebody you know, or something in your circle, or someone you know, is going to have a heart condition, and they need to get it checked out immediately.
Dude.
That sounds like an ad for Life Imaging FLA.
Why? We can get you in today.
Yeah.
I swear this is not a commercial.
Pretty good.
But I might be going on.
Pound 250.
Wait, your ghosts are doing plugs for our sponsors?
Boy, they were good. Do we have to pay them then?
I would pay them.
With your soul.
You don't want this issue.
No,
I'm here to deal with this issue. So the goal now is because I think we have an angry spirit in my house.
Yikes.
We're trying to get that thing out of there. We want to keep the elementals in there, but we do not want to keep the angry spirits in there.
What's an elemental?
It's like these creatures, like these weird kind of, like a gnome, if you will. Those type of... I swear, I'm sober.
You don't sound like it.
I look it, though. So stuff like that is what we talked about.
Okay. Well, you can go see it anytime you want. We got a lot of stuff up on KVJ TV on YouTube, including the regular show and the after the show, which we're going to be doing here in about 15 minutes. And you can watch that live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch. And coming soon to TikTok. You can check it out as well or get it on demand, YouTube and Spotify. All right, before we get to the after the show, Jbird always wraps us up with his thought for the day. What you got for us, Bird?
Your thoughts aren't stuck. They're just waiting for a weirder version of you to unlock them.
South Florida is weird. No wonder they fit right in. The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.